Hello and welcome to Josh and Megos at Ringside. I'm Megos,
I'm Josh.
and today we're going to be talking about WrestleMania 19.
Woo.
We're going to the year 2003, baby.
Yes.
How old are you, Josh, in 2003?
11. I'm 11. You?
I was... Wait, if you're 11 in 2003, that means I was... No, I was... Was I 8?
You're 8.
No, I was...
You're like 3
Yeah,
years
I was
younger
8.
than me, right? Yeah, you're 8.
No, I'm 2 years younger than you.
Oh, then I guess 9. I don't know when's your birthday again?
95.
95. I mean, I'm in month.
Well, June.
Okay, then yeah, you'd be 8 because this was in
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it's 2003. Oh, it's the ruthless aggression age, man.
Yeah, we're very like we're kind of like getting the last cast-offs of the Attitude Era here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just this is like a. I know we said in 2002 that it was kind of a transition year, but this like was the, I wouldn't say the final nail in the coffin, but more so the farewell to the Attitude Era.
Yeah, it's kind of like they lost they're no longer WWF. They're now WWE. Stone Cold, Rock, and a bunch of other Attitude Era mainstays are finally leaving. A bunch of new stars rising their place. So on and so forth. Yeah.
SmackDown, and there's a brand split of SmackDown and Raw.
Yep.
By the way, I gotta say, this show was a very SmackDown heavy show. 'Cause if you look at the card,
Yeah.
you have like Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio, SmackDown. Undertaker versus Big Show and A-Train, SmackDown. Team Angle versus Benoit and Rhino and Guerrero's, SmackDown. Hulk Hogan and Mr. McMahon, SmackDown. And then Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle was SmackDown. Everything else was like Raw, but it felt like a very heavy SmackDown presence.
Yeah.
Or at least the bigger matches were SmackDown matches. You know?
But even at the time, like the video games were all just WWE SmackDown. It was
Yeah.
it was the A show at the time.
Mm-hmm. And because like it had everyone, it had Hogan, McMahon,
Yeah.
the Brock Lesnar, who were there pushing like crazy. The Rock would show up on SmackDown.
Yep. The SmackDown 6.
SmackDown 6.
Yep. Pretty much everyone.
Well, it's either that or you watch Raw and watch Triple H go, "I'm the game, I'm the king of king." Actually, he didn't do that voice. He's like, "I'm the game, I'm the king of kings, and I'm the best thing here." Because like, there's a difference between like the game Triple H voice and like how he talked as he talked as
He's like
Evolution Triple H.
He's like off-brand Ric Flair here.
Yeah, he was a douchebag.
Yes.
So let's get into the show.
Mm-hmm.
We're at Safeco Field in Seattle, baby.
Woo, we're in Frasertown.
Dude, this though how it looked massive.
Oh, I know. I fucking love this arena. Like, I love the long ramp. Like, I think Mania should always have those like ridiculous long ass ramps because it just makes the entrances like so much more like I guess
It has a bend, yeah.
big. Yeah, like 33 last year.
Yeah, it was a little bit awkward, but because I felt bad for the people who were at the very very beginning of the ramp, and then they had to like sort of shift like a turn like almost 360 to see, not 360, but like 270 to see the ring because of the position.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I love the set. I love how massive it was. Compare this to fucking Nowheresville, Anaheim, WrestleMania 2000. That looks like a fucking house show, and this looks
Seriously.
like a proper WrestleMania.
Exactly.
And it's like even the attendance, like at Mania 2000, it was like what 17,000. Here it's 54,000 or whatever inflated number they lied about.
Yeah.
They're just what they always do. They always go like, "Oh, there's 5 billion people here," and then like Dave Meltzer says, "Actually, there's 2."
And then WWE just blinks and just goes like, "It's 5 million again."
And they always like awkwardly announce it to the crowd, like the crowd doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, like they do it here too. It's like every single time.
I don't get it. Like they should just have either Ross or Cole say it on commentary. It's like don't have an announcer say, "Oh, hey everyone, there's 5,000 of us."
I guess they want to make the crowd feel special, like they're making history.
I guess because they always say like, oh, it's attendance breaking record.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So at the start, we get a nice brief montage showing like all of our superstars, Booker T, Stone Cold, Angle, Brock, just talking about what Mania means to them. We get the usual video package showing Mania throughout the years.
Mm-hmm. I've always wanted the honor and privilege to perform at WrestleMania.
Yep.
That's so cheesy.
We get reminded that Hogan, body slammed the Giants in front of 2 billion Hulkamaniacs, brother.
In front of 5,100 billion Hulkamaniacs, brother, I lifted the 2-ton Andre the Giant and threw him on his back, brother, with 25-inch pythons, brother.
And of course...
Oh, we're going to get to Hogan real soon.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
I can't wait.
And of course, we got Limp Bizkit here.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, 2 years after the relevancy, they just completely fell off the planet in, 2002? So, 2003, it's like, oh, Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
But, no, they're super favorite band ever in the whole wide world.
And that's not, we're not even just joking. They literally announced that.
Twice. Yeah, I mean, WWE's favorite band in the whole wide world. It's like, why do you sound like a little kid saying that?
I just love that there's a WrestleMania that has an official theme that's called Crack Addict.
Yeah. It was that really threw me off. Like, ew, why did you? New metal, man. That was the thing at the time. If you weren't into new metal, then you were a square. Mm-hmm. And a dork.
If you're not a metalhead, then get the H.
Yeah, get the H. What's it an H?
So we get our JR and King are repping for Raw as usual, and Michael Cole and Taz are repping for SmackDown. These pairs are as far away from each other as possible. JR and King look like they're in a box office, and Cole and Taz are at ringside. Yeah.
So they're sitting near us.
Maybe it's to show that their SmackDown is more down with the common man, or just reaching.
Yes.
Yes.
Which is what they're doing now. It's SmackDown, they're at ringside, but Raw, they're on the off to the side of the stage. So it's very. If we're in a very 2002-2003 era.
Yeah. So, I guess we should talk about the first match.
Yep, and our inaugural event is Rey Mysterio versus Matt Hardy.
Version 1. Yeah, Rey comes out first, and forgot. They're fighting for the Cruiserweight Championship. Rey's wearing a purple outfit. It looks like Batman or something. He has little ears.
Oh no, he was Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil.
Guess what came out in 2003?
I forgot.
Ben Affleck's Daredevil, baby. Fighting Elektra on a seesaw.
I saw that in theaters. It wasn't
Kingpin, who's black. Bullseye, he has a Target logo on his forehead. Ben Affleck sleeps in a hyperbolic chamber or something like that. That was a shitty movie. Oh my god. Ben Affleck and superhero movies don't really mesh.
Nope.
And V1.
I love that. That's one of my favorite wrestling entrances ever. I love that fucking old ass internet interface.
Oh, I love the little mat facts.
Love that facts.
But what really triggered me, we're not trying to be edgy or make trigger jokes, but what really bothered me was the whole low FPS buffering video thing that they did to their
that just made it better to me. It's authentic.
Yeah.
It's authentic to 2003 internet.
It's don't remind me of those days where fucking everything looks so shitty and blurry and choppy.
I'm literally when I saw that, I was literally keyboard smashing in my notes because that was so perfect.
Yeah, I had it all in the digital sphere. Matt Hardy and brother Shannon Moore.
Yep. Our Matt facts are that Matt is appearing in his 4th WrestleMania, and Matt often wonders how they did WrestleMania without him.
That was my favorite one.
I love the Matt facts. I love that they're different every single time. They're a Simpsons couch gag.
Matt Hardy knows how to do good singles gimmick or characteristics.
Yeah,
it's like when you give him full creativity, you can make something really entertaining.
Yeah, he has he has that Jericho ability to reinvent himself constantly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, V1, not Vanguard 1, V1.
So we start our match, and this is just total flip fest. Both Matt and Ray just doing lots of crazy high flying maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
This match
Rey Mysterio at the very beginning does a beautiful corkscrew plancha, just magnificent.
Yes,
and yeah, throughout this match, you see Matt basically distracts the ref while Shannon Moore trolls Ray.
Yeah,
like just standard like heel lackey thing.
And we get more of that later, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh God, don't.
We gotta prepare ourselves. I have this note here. I guess at one point Taz says Matt Hardy's off the banana juice, and I was like, is that a reference to something? I don't.
Oh yeah. So I think this is either for the Cruiserweight Championship or the Light Heavyweight Championship. I don't. No, Cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Light Heavyweight was on Raw. Cruiserweight. So Matt was technically not cruiserweight weight because he's a little bit bigger than everyone. Not fat, but like he's just taller than the average cruiserweight.
Yeah.
So he's been trying to lose weight to be legit in the cruiserweight, but I think that just makes it an awesome heel gimmick where you enter the lower weight tier that you outweigh everyone.
It is actually.
And then you lie about saying, "Oh, I'm losing weight. Don't worry." Nice side effect catch. Like Rey Mysterio goes to do a move and Matt Hardy catches him to do a side effect. It was awesome. These two work well.
Oh, I know. Yeah. This is like this match only like lasts 5 minutes. It's like the definition of short but sweet.
I felt it was too short. I wanted to see these two keep going. I felt like because it just ends.
Yeah.
And it ends on a victory roll. It wasn't like Matt beats Ray or anything. It was like a victory roll. It felt.
Yes.
I don't want to say TV showy because Rey Mysterio did a lot of big moves, but
it's
what I like to.
It's just it's there to to get the crowd going. It's kind of like
yeah. But I think you can get the crowd going more if you're like if this was 8 minutes, then fine.
Yeah, I can agree with that. So let's see what else.
So yeah, Matt Hardy wins and Rey Mysterio loses at Mania. Is this his first Mania?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he debuted in 2002.
Yeah.
So
and shame though, because Rey Mysterio made was very sparingly made sparing appearances at Mania.
Yeah.
So, but he'll get his soon.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed this match. It puts over Ray very well because Matt only wins because he and Shannon just cheat. Like Ray manages to kick out the twist of fate because he's he's that determined to win. But yeah, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun, well done match. You're right, a little bit too short.
Yeah, I got really into this match. So backstage, we get the catfight girls. What the fuck is this?
There's this exchange between I think it was Cole and Taz where where Taz is like, "What's this?" and Cole's just like, "It's a limo." And Taz like, "Thanks."
Oh, I miss Taz and Cole. That's like my, people say JR and King are classic in the 90s, yes, but when Cole and Taz came around in the 2000s, I felt like I liked that duo better.
Yeah, I kind of like
because Taz
they're kind of like sniping best buddies.
Yeah, they had a much more friendly relationship, which JR you can just. I don't know if JR was either working or shooting how annoyed he was with King. Because King will say something and JR will be like, "Oh, shut the fuck up."
That's pretty much how they've always been.
Talking about?
King says outrageous shit and JR gets offended by it. That's pretty much always what they did.
But I guess it's a callback to when Heenan would say something, would make a joke, and then Gorilla will go, "Oh, would you stop?"
Yeah. So these are the catfight girls. I forgot. I think they're I didn't know what the storyline was.
They were the Miller Lite catfight girls. I didn't really feel like doing a Google search on them.
Yeah,
if I don't remember them, then they weren't they weren't important.
Exactly. They just argue over what will be the more the better main event, Austin Rock or McMahon or Hogan.
Well, you have to ask that question. Marks.
After that we get flashback to Sunday Night Heat. Our next match is the Undertaker versus Big Show and A-Train in a handicap match. We get flashback to Sunday Night Heat where it shows that Taker's partner Nathan Jones got his ass kicked by Big Show and A-Train backstage, so it's Taker's out of partner. The backstory behind this apparently is that Jones was like a newcomer, and I guess he was just fucking terrible in the ring apparently, even though like Taker like took him to his personal ring and tried training him. So they just eventually just were like fuck it and just wrote this in so he didn't have to wrestle.
Yeah, which with the little bit we saw, he only did one move and that was it. So I'm like, I feel like that's all you can do.
Yeah. Fun fact: he is related to actor Vinnie Jones, best known for being the Juggernauts in X-Men 3.
Yeah. It's gonna be emotional.
God.
Yep. Nathan Jones, he's Australian, and he was in Mad Max Fury Road as like
oh shit,
Immortan Joe's like buff son.
Nice. And now we got the WWE's favorite band in the whole world playing Undertaker out.
Wide world. Limp Bizkit.
We just get a full-on concert here with
with Roland. Yeah, they
do Roland. Totally Undertaker's old theme.
Yeah, keep rolling.
What?
Keep rolling. Yeah.
And that's
It's oh my god.
I don't. I like this. I like this song. This is a fun ass song.
I had this on my MP3 player a long time ago because of Undertaker had it as his theme. I was like, oh, Undertaker's so cool. It's so Limp Bizkit. I did not know any better.
And then, of course, the American Badass comes out on his motorcycle.
Yeah, this was a bit of a regression because Taker in 2002 was full-on heel, big evil. And here you have him as... American Badass again, the flag and all that. He wasn't wearing denim, so don't worry. He wasn't 50 pounds overweight either. Oh my god. Which was like the biggest criticism of the American Badass gimmick was like, here he comes back in denim, his hair is bright orange, and he's fat. But now he's slimmed down, he has short black hair, and he looks terrifying.
Yeah,
he was terrifying. Holy shit! Big Evil is like one of my favorite Undertaker like phases.
So on that note, Taker's in great shape here. He looks awesome.
Oh yeah, and it shows in this match.
Yes. So the best part though is Taker gets off his motorcycle. He gets in a ring and he gives Fred Durst a nice bro hug before the match starts. That was great. I'm glad that's canon that Undertaker once hugged Fred Durst.
Yes. It's in the books. You can't erase it. You've seen it. You can't unsee it.
Also, Fred Durst should have been inducted into the Hall of Fame before Kid Rock. That's T. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Big Show and A-Train then come out. We should note A-Train is Albert of TNA.
Instead of wearing a shirt and a pant, and now instead of wearing shirts and pants, he's now wearing trunks. He's a bit slimmer now.
Did Albert ever have like any meaningful singles runs? Because it seems he only ever was like put in tag teams.
I don't know, because he was either Albert with TNA. Oh no, he was Albert, a part of like some. He was part of something before.
He was part of a
TNA.
stable with X-Pac for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was
probably. Was he in X Factor?
Yeah. Yep. It was him, X-Pac, and Justin Crabble.
Oh yeah.
Not a great stable.
Yeah. Then. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. Albert is a boy if you think about it, because of how much boyness radiates off him.
That's true. I thought it was fucking funny that like they just come out to Big Show's theme. Albert doesn't get his own theme.
I know, Albert's theme was awesome. It was like literally a train. It was just like, woo woo, here he comes. Yeah. Chugga chugga chugga.
We get match starts. They put over the fact that Show and A-Train are combined 800 pounds. So Taker's go.
Wait, so that means that doing the math here, so we need to solve for X. X plus 500 equals 800. So that means
300.
that Albert is 300 pounds.
Yeah.
So he is 3/5 the man Big Show is. I don't know how Taker can do this. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, by the way, this is former World Heavyweight Champion Big Show.
Yep.
Because he was champion at Survivor Series, or he won the championship at Survivor Series.
Yep. I think
what happened?
I assume he just lost the belt in the meantime because
yes, he did.
Triple H
It was
has it
very
now.
short, very sweet.
Yes.
They needed to get that shit off him. They just did that just to have Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar. No, it was more so to turn Brock Lesnar face.
Yeah.
Even though he's not a face, you know?
No, Brock Lesnar being nice doesn't work.
No, it's bad. He should be either neutral or a heel.
Exactly.
Not
Yes.
or beating up Roman Reigns. Oh, he just killed Roman Reigns last week. Last Monday. I didn't. He just came back and killed him again. They're not gonna get him over.
I know the crowd was like so happy when Brock was killing him.
Yeah.
It's Triple H.
So yeah, so early on, a quick choke slam to Train, but he gets broken up. So the big story around this match is that no matter how much Undertaker gets an advantage, it's immediately stopped by the other.
Yeah.
Very much akin to like Zayn's versus Owens.
Yeah.
Zayn and Owens versus
AJ
Styles.
Yeah. Yeah, except like a Show and Albert barely like bother to tag in here. They're pretty much both in the ring all the time.
Yeah, they're practically saying, fuck the rules, we're just going to rush in.
Exactly.
And the ref doesn't... And since these refs are useless, they don't stop them.
No.
But how is a 200-pound ref supposed to stop a 500-pound, 6-foot-tall man?
Oh my god, they say that like several times, that Big Show is 500 pounds every...
I just muted it. I just put the match... Like, I didn't put the match on mute mentally. I put it on... Or physically, I did it mentally.
Nice.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, they're saying in this match, will Undertaker's streak end here? And I was thinking, when was this first established? The whole, like, basically Taker matches are him putting his streak on the line.
Honestly, I think it was actually a 17, because I swear I remember reading something that it was kind of the first time where, like, GR and, like, explicitly, like, acknowledged that Taker hasn't lost a Mania yet.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Josh, it goes further than that.
Oh.
It was at WrestleMania 14 with his match against Kane, as Vince said on commentary that Taker has never lost. Then with his match against Boss Man in the Hell in a Cell, that both men hadn't lost at Mania, so that was sort of a selling point. Yeah. And then at since he wasn't at 2000, Triple H was like, "I'm gonna beat you," for it, and then all that.
I stand corrected then.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, this was like so it became less of a talking point and more of a purpose for a match, you know.
Gotcha. So sorry, just going through my notes trying to see what moves happen.
Taker does a very impressive vertical leap. This dude, man, this was probably Taker's. Would you say this was Taker's like peak?
Yeah, this is like pretty much him as most like athletic.
Yeah, most athletic, though he would still go on to have fantastic matches like his match with Angle in 2006. I still think that's like his last great match.
Yeah, I'm not shit talking. I'm not shit talking about all these, but this is like the one where he's kind of doing the most like, high flying stuff. Kind of working a bit faster. Yeah. Which I think the slow style fits like the Dead Man well, where I think like doing kind of a more faster aggressive style works better when he's like, regular dude.
Human man.
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh yeah, I used to be a powerful magical wizard. Now I'm just a guy."
Yeah.
But that actually reminds me of one of my favorite promos of like Taker saying, I may not dress like it anymore, but I'm still down with the devil, and I will still go medieval on your ass. I'm like, oh, you're so cool.
Did they ever explain what happened? Did Taker just get stripped of his powers, or is like, I don't want to be dead anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't like remember the. I think it was just like when 2000 was around. It felt like wrestling was a little bit more grounded. So like he was like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be more of a person.
I guess makes sense.
And that was his reasoning. Like, I ditched all that crazy wizard shit. It's doing sacrifices on live TV.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Derailer on Taker, or Baldo Bomb, which is just like you grab someone by the neck with your two hands and you pick them up and you put them down.
Yeah. Let's see, try.
Show drive then Taker rolls out and then Show drives his spine into the steel. The numbers game. The numbers game.
Yes.
That they always say that on commentary when someone's outnumbered. Just numbers game. We get a cool sequence where Big Show tries to do a big slam or choke slam on Taker, but Taker puts it into a Fujiwara armbar.
Oh, that looked really cool. Yeah.
Then Albert tries to stop it, but then he puts him in a cross arm breaker, so different arm holds. Chris Jericho is watching from the back, nodding approvingly.
Mm-hmm.
Leg drop from Show to break it up.
Yep.
So, terrible looking ab stretches. I don't like the looks of these ab stretch. Maybe because Taker's body's so long and they're sort of the same height, so it doesn't look as impressive. You know, when they put it on him.
Yeah. At this point, shit's getting serious because they managed to knock off Taker's headband.
Yes.
Yes.
And
That's
what's
our
cool
limiter.
about this match and every other, in that even though this is kind of a bit of strong booking for Taker, but I felt like if this were to go on any longer, that attrition will kick in and then that they would win like via attrition,
Yeah.
Which makes it interesting. It puts over these two guys of just like they're just overwhelming him, and he can only do so much.
Exactly.
It's like firefight in Halo.
Let's see. Oh, I asked Albert and Show get some nice heel heat, like when they're trying stretching on Taker and the crowd's just booing them like crazy.
Yeah. Also, what I like about the ab stretch is that like Show puts his arm out to Train, and then Train pulls his arm to help like make it much more painful.
Yeah.
Really cool spot.
At one point, Albert and Taker are both down. Taker managed to reverse Albert's hold on, but Albert clotheslines Taker, and then at the commentary, Cole just start. Actually, no, it's Albert starts yelling, "Come on, big dog! Come on!"
Foreshadowing. Foreshadowing.
Even better is that Cole at that point is literally like, he's dominating the big dog in his yard.
The big dog.
This,
the big dog.
This is the genesis.
This is the genesis of the beginning
of
the start of Roman Reigns. Did you hear the train horn blaring while Albert was in the ring?
Yeah.
It's like, so I've been to Seattle 2 times, and each time, oh man, there are so many trains around. So it just made me think of there's probably a train passing by the stadium that's blaring its horn. But I was like, oh, this is perfect timing because it's Albert. Yeah, just the whole calling him Big Dog, that took me so aback. I was like, oh no.
I don't want to be reminded of that. Not here.
Yeah, and so finally Taker gets a big advantage by doing corner splashes and clothesline to both men.
Oh yeah, that was a really cool bit. I think I know what you're talking about, where he kind of keeps going back and forth on him against the ring posts.
Mm-hmm. But a bicycle kick from Taker, or from god damn, a bicycle kick from A-Train to Taker stops that momentum. But wait, it's Nathan Jones.
Yeah. Coming to save the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He just kills Big Show. He's dead.
Show's out.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Then Taker then does the tombstone on Albert, and 1, 2, 3. The streak.
Oh, I was really impressed that he was able to even hit a tombstone on Albert. Albert is this big, girthy, hairy man, and he was able to pick him up and do the fucking tombstone. Holy shit, dude.
I know, that looked cool. And with that, streak is retained, and the streak keeps rolling.
11-0.
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, I like this match. I felt like Undertaker really showed like what he's capable of in terms of like ring presence and like. I think this was like the time where Taker was taking like MMA lessons and all that, where he was learning how to, or at least I think Taker knows jiu-jitsu, so he was taking jiu-jitsu lessons, and it really shows in this match with all the holds and just how in shape he was.
Yes,
it's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
That now we're gonna have a skeleton versus John Cena at Mania.
What if Taker just comes back as American Badass?
Oh, dude, if Undertaker comes back as a fucking biker, just runs over John Cena, that'd be awesome.
That would be the best. I'm down for that.
He just drives up a jump ramp, and he just crashes. He gets off it midair and crashes into John Cena, killing him. Oh, that'd be awesome. Make up for all this awful segments on TV in a cane match.
Yes. So our next match on the card is Trish Stratus versus Victoria versus Jazz in a triple threat match for the Women's Championship.
Oh, you forgot.
This
Snickers!
Up, Snickers!
Snickers resents WrestleMania! Oh, Snickers loves WrestleMania, don't they?
Yes. They don't love the fabulous Moolah, though. Bless them for taking care of that.
KFC, Snickers, Limp Bizkit. Yeah. Let's see, who else? WWE's own video games.
I saw Microsoft.
Paper Jams.
And
Rocket League.
Yes. Their favorite things.
Yes.
Oh god, there was also one really awkward segment just right before the match starts where JR and King start talking about Iraq.
Oh yeah, there's like basically JR shutting up the troops and saying, "Oh, I know you're watching from where you are. Hope you get back home soon." I'm like, "Oh,
yeah." He later says, "Let's get this thing over early." And I'm like,
If only they knew. I mean, how are they to know, though?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not blaming them. Just hindsight.
It just reminded me of like, oh shit, yeah, 2003 was the year when we went into Iraq.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, you see that everywhere. You see Iraq signs. They mentioned during the Taker match that Taker has a nephew in Iraq, so stuff like.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
First, on a less depressing note, first we get a flashback to, we didn't mention it, but technically the first match on this card was on Sunday Night Heat. It was Lance Storm and Val Venus versus Kane and Rob Van Dam. The Dudleys come in and they 3D Lance Storm, and I mean then it was like weird. They like 3D Lance Storm, then RVD pins them, but then they pull RVD out and have Storm pin him.
I know, it was really awkward. But yeah. I guess like, 3D want to like Team 3D want to put over who is the real dominant tag teams. Like, no, we get to decide who's the winner. We get to decide who the winner is. I'm like, I thought you guys already did.
Yep.
Weirdos.
Cool.
But yeah, yes, triple threat match for the women's championship. Trish versus Jazz versus Victoria.
Oh yeah. So Trish comes out first. So her Little Kim theme. Mm-hmm. Yep. I actually like I liked her hat here. I actually like it better than their usual cowboy hats.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah,
she always looks great.
She does. Then
Jazz comes out. Oh my god, that theme is awesome.
I love that. Shockingly, she comes out to a jazz theme.
Yes, a metal jazz theme.
It sounded like something from Marvel vs. Capcom too.
Yes, yes.
I love it. And then finally, Victoria comes out next with Steven Richards at her side.
Yeah, Stevie, her BF.
Yes.
Apparently, I don't remember this.
And so they get in the ring and they're already like trying to kick the shit out of each other.
Yes, Jazz like just runs roughshod. They're really putting over how much of a beast she is, which she looks like a beast.
She does. Buff. She's buff as fuck. She's like she straight up tries she like camel clutches Trish and it looks really like painful looking.
Yeah, Last Chancery, holy shit, was locked in, which is it's a bridge. It's a bridging like it's kind of like a camel clutch. It's more like a crossface, but you're bridging while you're doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Trish fight back. This is a good three-way because like say one girl is on the other side and two girls are fighting and one whips them into the other girl and then they start fighting.
Yeah.
And I like that. That's a good dynamic.
Me too. So
then Jazz and Victoria are like, fuck Trish, let's kick her ass.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense. two muscle girls doming her.
Yeah. Oh man, nice double shoulder breaker to Trish.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jazz, and then immediately Jazz is like, "All right, she's gone now. Now I'm gonna kick your ass."
Yeah. Oh, it's at one point like King tries goading like JR into like saying who he thinks hot, and it's always so awkward when JR tries talking about sex.
It's like, I'm married.
Yeah.
I'm a wife.
Exactly.
Leave me alone, you horny little fucking gremlin. Speaking of lewdness, did you notice that like little circle on Victoria's ass, like this mesh circle?
Oh god, no, I didn't.
Because it's like a big old circle on her ass. That's like because she had like the mesh ab window.
Yeah.
So she has a mesh circle on her butt cheek. But I was like, what? What are you going for with that?
I don't know.
It was really weird. It looked like a target on her ass, you know? Like, kick here. Trish hits a very nice backstabber roll into a pin bridge. That looked awesome.
That did look sick. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, JR is giving King more guff about being horny because throughout the entire match, it's like King is like, "Oh, puppies!
Oh, I know.
Oh!"
Before the match starts, when they show JR and King has like the creepiest look on his face as he's talking about the match.
He always has this creepy look on his face.
That's true.
Considering who he is.
Let's see. Trying to think where.
Match. Jazz locks Trish in a nice single leg Boston single leg Boston crab.
Oh yeah, that looked really cool. And that was tense.
Cena, take notes. She puts her in an STF that looks brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Cena just lays on top of you and squeezes your head with his biceps.
Yes. And Jazz will have won that too, but then Richards interferes.
Mm-hmm.
So
throws out Jazz, which I thought it looked very rough, but then Jazz immediately goes, "What the hell, Stevie?"
Yep. Then Victoria and Trish just gains like a roll up off where they keep trying to top each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and then Jazz, like, since we keep talking about Jazz and her brutal ass looking moves, she gets Trish instead of chicken wing.
Yeah.
That's probably like among the most like painful looking submissions to me.
Yeah, because it's bending your arm in an unnatural way and then like twerking it.
Yeah.
It's a brutal looking hold.
Mm-hmm. Then
and then Jazz hits a slamazon, but she doesn't do the sit out. Like, you know, when what's her face? Beth Phoenix. Her finisher was like that kind of move, but she did a sit out with it.
Yeah.
But Jazz just chucks you to the floor, so it looks a little bit more brutal.
Nice.
Stevie almost tries to kill Trish with a chair, but he misses and hits the top rope, and it hits him back in the face, and then gets a Stratisfaction.
Yes.
It's like, what was your plan, murder?
Mm-hmm. And that's their downfall as Trish manages to get Victoria, hits a powerbomb onto Victoria, and gets a pin.
Yeah, becoming the new women's champion.
Fuck yeah.
And fun fact, she ties the awful human being Fabulous Moolah's 4-time record.
Nice.
But Trish would then go on to win 7.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, Moolah.
So yeah, this was another really fun match. Just like, lots of action. All three ladies did great work.
Yes,
yeah.
Very good. Very good women's match and very good match in general. Like nothing. This was a good match. This is probably like one of my second or third favorite on the card.
Nah, damn, that's high praise.
Because I had a lot of fun watching it, and I thought they did a really good job.
I agree. Yeah, this was probably like of the like undercard matches. This was probably my favorite one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we get another backstage segment, and there's Rocky.
Yeah, and heel Rock too.
And this,
like,
I should note, this is my favorite version of The Rock. This is for me like the 2003 like Hollywood like weird insecure asshole Rock is the best Rock. Yeah, he's so fucking funny in this, and he's just like he's just great because he's funny, but he's also great just legitimately getting the crowd to hate him.
Oh yeah, people hated The Rock at this time period. Like people were chanting "Die Rocky Die" and all.
Oh, I know. You can hear the boos.
Mm-hmm. And it's like it's so surreal that like people boo The Rock legit.
Oh, I know.
And not like
That's unthinkable.
But no, he was very good at being a heel.
Yes. And of course, Jonathan Coachman's interviewing him, and he just talks about how he wants to kick Stone Cold's ass badly, and how the fans are ungrateful. Blah blah blah. But it's a good promo. Yeah.
I was surprised Jonathan Coachman was able to make him out, since how easy it is for Jonathan Coachman to mix up people like he did on Raw.
Ouch.
Like Jonathan Coachman was calling the tag Battle Royale, and like he thought Bo Dallas was Rhino.
Oh my god!
No, Bo Dallas is much thinner than Rhino.
That's fun. I did hear that like apparently he messed up when Cena and Kane were having a match. He called Kane the Undertaker.
Kane, well, if you think about the lore, you see, Kane, Undertaker's original name was Kane the Undertaker, but yeah, whatever.
Thank you.
I'd rather have Coachman than Booker T.
Yes.
Fuck.
So, our next match. Unless you had anything else to say about this.
No, just good promo.
Yep. So next match, and we get a triple threat tag match for the tag team championship. We got Team Angle of Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, Los Guerreros with Eddie and Chavo Guerrero, and Chris Benoit and Rhino.
Yep. What a weird pair up. That's really weird. I guess Chris Benoit was like, fuck. My former tag team partner is an asshole. I better go find someone else. Rhino, you.
I thought it was random at first, but the more I thought about it, I liked it. First off, because Rhino and Benoit both have those similar, like, really rough, brutal-looking styles to them. But also, like, I liked it from, like, an animal motif perspective. You got the Wolverine and the Rhino.
So, Team Furry. Gotcha.
Yes, exactly. Los Guerreros comes out first, and we get, we lie, we cheat, we steal.
Yes. The sneaky Mexicans.
Oh.
And I have written down rest in peace SmackDown 6 since Edge is out.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio is was in the match earlier. Angle's in the main event, so the SmackDown 6 is no more.
Yeah, this is and they were for like how like iconic they were actually pretty short lived. They were like just from like mid 2002 to early 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shame.
But, nothing can last forever. It's better to be short than outstay your welcome,
Exactly. Then we got Benoit. Unlike Big Show and A-Train, Benoit and Rhino get their entrances. Benoit's theme, as always, it slaps.
Yes. What a clapper, what a slapper, banger and bopper.
Yes. Rhino comes out. He is another boy.
Yes, boy General Rhino.
Yes. And then finally, we got the future world's greatest tag team.
Yes, and future Benjamin and Gable.
Yes. They come out to Angle's theme. Crowd you sucks them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my boy Shelton Benjamin and no one's boy Charlie Haas.
Oh, Charlie.
Yeah. This starts off as a schmoz because they all start brawling with each other.
It's still chaos, yeah. And then trying to already sorry, lost track of my thought.
That's fine.
Eddie jumps onto Benoit like right away. They note in commentary that they were like best friends coming from WCW together, and now they're enemies.
Yeah, that was the main story in this match, was like Eddie versus Benoit.
Yeah.
And everyone else is just there.
Yeah, I literally half of my notes here are just me yelling about them wrestling together because oh my god, they're like, I know saying Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero are pretty good at wrestling is like not a shocking opinion, but oh my god, they're so beautiful together in this match.
Yo, these two are amazing. These two are the workhorses in this match.
I know, just like the way they move, how fluid it is. It's like it's like. I hate sounding pretentious here, but it's like this ultra-violent ballet. It's beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, for start off, we see Benoit getting some loud-ass fucking chops to Eddie, and Eddie's clipping the audio with how loud he's yelling. You just see him, you just hear him going, oh, but it's like going over the threshold, so it's like very... It's funny.
Yes.
Audio clipping makes me laugh no matter what. It could be something that's not intentionally funny, but if it clips the audio, I start laughing.
Yeah. Trying to think. Sorry.
Yeah, also, another thing they say on commentary is that Chris Benoit missed X8, so now he's here, being able to wrestle. I like that. I like how they sell WrestleMania as, like, you're in or out.
Yeah.
And people get pissed if they're not there, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Shelton comes in to work Rhino.
Yep.
And, Jesus, Taz is talking about dissecting lizards in school. Like, Taz was like, oh yeah, I used to cut up lizards open in my science classes. And Cole's like, you mean dissecting frogs? Like everyone? Yeah! It's like, what is this guy talking about? I feel like Taz is like, nothing's written for him. He just goes in, he just says whatever. He's like total stream of conscious, you know?
Yeah. It's like a more endearing Booker T.
Yeah. Eddie teases a test of strength, and it's like he trolls a test of strength, and he just immediately does a fast drop kick.
Yes.
It's funny. Another Taz-ism, as Eddie's going up to the top rope. Taz says, "Oh, viva la raza, orale, Holmes." I think that translates to frog splash. I'm like, you're right.
Yep.
How do you know? Did you see the pump up crossface? That was awesome.
That looked amazing. That was hype as fuck.
But Eddie gets out of it and does a suplex into Brainbuster. Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, this Suplex City, like years before Brock made the thing.
Yeah. Since Eddie does the three amigos, Benoit does the three friends, eh? Or actually, there was 4. So this is Suplex City, bitch.
Yep. And he tops off the throat slit jester.
Yeah. Still weird that he does it and so does Taker. It's like, do you guys talk about that backstage? Like, no, I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it.
They take turns.
Yes.
Shelton tries, he's like being up on Eddie and Benoit here, but Eddie manages to interrupt it. He successfully pulls out the frog splash.
Yes, looks beautiful.
It is.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
When after that hits, someone says "motherfucker" on loud enough to catch on mic.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like as they're all rolling out, like I don't know who says it, but someone says "motherfucker" like as a out of pain. It was like really funny. That happens a few times tonight.
Yeah, I know. I always like that when you get like that like uncensored swearing from like the wrestlers or whatever.
Yeah. They don't do that anymore because PG.
Yes. Then Rhino goes like he goes full ham and starts goring the fuck out of Chavo.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yes.
Just gores him. Just beautiful gore. I love the gore. It is
a cool looking move.
It's better than a spear because Rhino hits you so hard that you are just turned inside out. You're doing like thousands flips in the air.
Yes. And
you land on the other side of Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it just obliterates you.
Yeah.
Versus like Edge, who he tackles you. Gives you a little hug. Yep, and but Benjamin gets a sneaky 3. And yep, the World Greatest Tag Team retain.
Yep. Woo. So
this was a good match.
That was just quality work from all 6 dudes here.
Mm-hmm. Very short. This is short and sweet, in my opinion. This was perfect. Yeah. Perfect time. Everyone was able to do what they do, and the young guys were put over.
Mm-hmm.
So, good job, everyone.
Good,
this
shit.
Is how you should do. This is how you should do it. Always get all your moves and put the young guys over.
Yep. And this is kind of the last of our like I guess like I don't know how to put it, like smaller matches because from here on out we're getting like all the epic 20+ minute matches.
Yeah, all the slogs.
Well, the next one isn't.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yes. So we get another rest backstage segment.
Who was it?
It was literally just the catfight girls arguing it again about who's Team Hogan or who's Team McMahon.
Oh my god, they had so many of these.
I know it's literally like it was Vince McMahon's brilliant vision to have WrestleMania, and then someone's like, no, it was Hulk Hogan that raided WrestleMania, and they just go on and on and on.
Who cares?
I know. Also, at one point, they argue if they should settle it in the ring or in bed, and they they keep doing. And
Who cares?
King gets horny on Main, etc.
Fuck King. If I see King, I'm gonna. Ooh, if I ever saw King, ooh, it's on sight.
You shit in his crown.
I will shit in his crown.
But yes, let's get back to the good stuff. And next up, we got Chris Jericho versus Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm. And King of the World versus Heartbreak Kid.
And we know this one's a big deal because we get a video package. And it's a good one. It's a good ass video package.
Yeah, basically Jericho is saying, "Oh, I wanted to be the next Shawn Michaels, but now I want to be the first Y2J," and that's great.
That is.
That's how it should be. You should always don't be the next thing, always be the first thing.
Yes. I love it, like, throughout the match, whenever, like, they slap each other or hit each other with a chair, they put a gunshot effect over it.
Yeah, I love that.
Jericho's, like, a crazy evil heel at this point. He, like, puts the walls on, like, a random young woman and, like, just keeps yelling at Shawn for a Mania match until he gets one. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But, yep, after the package, we, get our start. Jericho comes out first. There's
not his stupid new metal song that he had at Survivor Series. No, this one is his classic.
Break the walls.
Damn, when Joel's about to rock, suck my cock. And then out comes HBK with his non-working confetti gun.
No, he keeps trying to pick him up and shoot him. It's just like this awkward spray.
They don't not only do they not fire, but like when they do fire, it is the most like depressing looking. Looks terrible.
We should note here that this is HBK's first Mania in 6 years.
I know, crazy.
I know, and he's great entry. He's just milking this entrance. Like, you can tell he just loves being back. He just like hangs out with the crowd. Well, it's great because like Jericho just sings in the ring, and he has like the most like poo face. Mm-hmm. Like just all that resentment right on there.
Yeah, but that's good acting.
No, it is. It fits perfectly. But yeah. So we afterwards we start the match, and King makes a comment much later on that sums up the match perfectly, where he says it's like where he says it feels like Shawn's fighting himself. This is like a mirror match in a fighting game between two super skilled players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King also says something stupid when they're doing like simple chain wrestling to start the match. Like King's like going, "Oh, headlock! What is it? They're doing moves? I haven't seen that in a while." It's like, shut the fuck up.
Also, JR mentions Fozzy, so that was very nice of him. Very nice of him to say Jericho's a rock star.
Yeah. First we see Jericho dodges a leap over by slapping HBK, who gets dropkick out and thrown out. So that was something that was in the promo package a lot, where HBK would just throw Jericho out of the ring.
Yeah.
As a show, like as ownage, I'm like, that's not ownage, just chucking him out of the ring.
There's a nice like thread in the storyline because at first Shawn just doesn't really take it seriously. Like he's kind of just like strutting and chilling. Like at one point he literally just like lays on the ropes, just like taunting Chris.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, and it just like it just gets Jericho more and more pissed off until he just starts getting brutal on him. Mm-hmm. The main like as pretty much with like most of Shawn's big post return matches, his back is the big weak point.
Yes. Oh, his back. Oh, his back is made out of paper, sugar crystals, and Tupperware. Not Tupperware. Out of tinfoil.
Yes, exactly.
So it's fragile. Okay.
Yep. And Jericho goes at every chance he gets. There's like this one real spiral on where like he throws like Shawn right into like the ring post, and like I don't think Shawn's selling there. He's like he licks him in pain.
Jericho at one point tries to do a bulldog, but then Shawn throws him into the turnbuckle. So that was a cool spot.
Mm-hmm.
HBK locks in the figure 4 leg lock.
Yep.
Woo!
Foreshadowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And sorry. But
we get a nice little Rumble '94 callback of Shawn skinning the cat when he gets thrown out by Jericho.
Yeah. And
then head scissors Jericho out and does a dive out crossbody. Looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. Then Jericho puts HBK into the walls like for the first of many, many times this match.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a perfect move. In kayfabe wise, that move is perfect against HBK because of his back.
Yeah. I really like how childish Jericho act. Like, I mean, like, Jericho, like, when he's a heel always acts childish, but, like, here in the match, like, he keeps, like, screaming that he's better than Shawn and, like, kind of, like, bitch slaps him when he's down. Like, he just always looks like he's throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Heel Jericho's great.
Mm-hmm.
Such a baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, then as Shawn's trying to get back in, he does the springboard drop kick.
Yeah.
And then a back suplex.
Oh, that'll go.
Jericho slapping HBK saying, "I'm better than you!" Slap, "I'm better than you!"
There's another great bit, like, late, just a bit after that, where Jericho starts mocking HBK by, like, coping his moves like he does his pose.
Yeah, he does the forearm kip up, and then the pose. Looks great.
Mm-hmm. They mentioned in commentary that Shawn is different in WrestleMania. Like,
yeah, he's not a jobber at
exactly,
WrestleMania.
Yes.
Where you don't know if he doesn't win a majority of the time at for the rest of the year, but at Mania, oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jericho puts HBK in the walls again. Jericho then puts a really impressive looking lion sauce onto HBK.
For 2.
Yep. And but then like despite that, HBK still manages to kick out, and at this point Jericho's just having a full on breakdown. Like he's literally crying in the ring and just like slamming his fist in frustration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jericho hits a sweet chin music, but that gets a 2.
Yes.
So HBK returns the favor by teasing of walls, but slingshots Jericho into the turnbuckle.
Yeah. Oh, that was a cool spot because like after Jericho hits the sweet chin music onto HBK, as soon as he kicks out, the crowd just goes insane. Such a good little moment. And then HBK turns the tables and puts Jericho traps him in his own walls. Does a submission move on him. But
let's see. Oh yeah, then there's a point where Jericho whines to the ref, and then he eats the sweet chin music, but gets a 2.
Actually, no, he actually dodged the sweet chin music.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah,
he dodged it. But then Jericho, a bit after that, he gets a super kick onto Jericho, and yeah. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I do like that HBK gets he crawl. So he hits a roll up on Jericho, and he gets the 2.
Yes.
So I think that puts over Jericho that he was a legit contender, that he had to do that to win instead of like beating him with the sweet chin music.
Mm-hmm.
That puts him over a little bit, even though he didn't win.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this was a close match.
Yeah, very close match.
Yeah.
Very dramatic, hard fought match.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, these WWE type style matches, I always feel like they're more cinematic than they are wrestling matches.
It's the entertainment part of sports entertainment here.
Yeah, so they put a little bit of emphasis on entertainment, but I would have maybe appreciated it a little bit more if they did more bigger, not big spots, but more like moves and having them do more chain wrestling and all that. I know that sounds like poison, but like I don't know. If you watch enough New Japan and you see them how they structure their matches, it's like and how they do their matches of like long pure wrestling matches, and the dramatic is from like how they counter moves and all that.
Yeah. And
make it look like a fight. Like that's where the dramatic comes from in New Japan, and whereas in WWE you have like, oh, I'm powering out of the move and I'm gonna hit my finisher. Oh no, I got a 2. What am I gonna do now?
They're anime fights.
Yeah. Very anime fights.
So, yep, HBK wins. Jericho's just, like, openly crying in the ring, and, like, HBK tries to be the better man here. He, like, offers Jericho a handshake. And at first, it's like...
And Jericho...
It's, like, a big awe moment at first, because Jericho hugs him, and then he kicks Shawn down.
Yeah, kicked in a dick and spits on him, and then he leaves.
I know.
Oh, that was awesome.
It was great.
To get heat.
Yep. And JR, of course, is just, like, completely outraged on commentary, just calling him a sick bastard.
You sick bastard fucker. I can't believe you did that. Son of a bitch.
It actually totally, like, it reminded me of, like, a Baron Corbin and how, like, his thing recently is just him, like, being a huge sore loser.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baron Corbin needs to start just obliterating people if he doesn't win. Just like, because that's a good gimmick of a heel. Just like a sore loser who just destroys people after the match.
Yeah, exactly. He did that in the Rumble, and that was great. So I don't have to do more of a thing.
Unrelentingly beats them up. Like, just beats the piss out of them, you know?
Yeah. Still establishes them as, like, it actually makes them more dangerous because it's just like, you can't control this dude. Can't control his temper.
Yeah, huh?
We get a weird short backstage segment where it's just this ref dude. I don't know if he was anyone important, but he goes to, like, Mr. McMahon's dressing room and just goes in.
You fool. That was Sylvain Gagne. What, you don't recognize him?
I don't, I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I didn't either. It took till it was until the Hogan match that it was like, oh, it's Sylvain Gagne. I was like, oh,
Yes.
okay, I guess.
I guess.
Did you watch the cat fight? Because I didn't.
I skipped that, but you know what I did watch? Limp Bizkit playing the
What?
national anthem.
What?
Yes, they played the national anthem.
Oh God. Was it like when the DX band did the national anthem? They did fucking.
Yes.
It was so bad that even Colin Kaepernick would have stood up and said, "All right, I'm done. I'm out of here."
Yes. Oh, and they once again mentioned that Limp Bizkit is their favorite band in the whole wide world.
Oh, wide world, our ultra mega favorite band.
Yeah.
We love these guys. Limp Bizkit. Now move in, now move out. Head up and then up. Back up, back up. Tell me what you want to do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Boy, keep rolling, 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 rolling. Yeah, keep rolling, 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 rolling. What?
We have to deal with the next match. We have to get this over with.
No, let me prolong the imminent. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? All right, fine.
We gotta face the inevitable, man. We gotta take the shots.
All right, Triple H versus Booker T. What's been the build to this match, Josh?
We get a nice video package for this one, and it's Triple H makes sure that to establish that people like Booker T shouldn't be champions with their hair and their baggy pants and their gangsta music. Not racist though.
I'm just wondering, why can't they just get themselves out of the ghetto? Why are they stuck there? They could totally get out. God.
He looks maximum douche with the shaved face. Like, he just has the world's most punchable face when shaved.
He's got a nice double chin going, too, without his beard. Yeah. Just the most obnoxious, I'm an asshole double chin. Just, oh my God, this was a great way to get heat.
Yeah. And then
and the blow-dried hair.
Yes.
That's flowing. Ah, fuck you. You look like he looks like an asshole Conan the Barbarian.
Exactly. And yeah, they.
I think gentrification's a good thing. I mean, what's wrong with gentrification? There's nothing wrong with it. So what if the rent goes up? The economy will be better, and everyone who lives there will be getting more money.
Oh, God. They give them, they talk about how Booker T was arrested and how he's trying to reform himself, and they really emphasize in the package Booker T is this baby face that's being pushed down by racist ass Triple H and Evolution at every turn.
Yeah, Booker T's whole thing is I'm trying to better myself. I made mistakes in the past, but I'm learning from my mistakes. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna become a better person, a better man.
Yeah. And
here you have Triple H saying, "Listen, I'm not saying black lives don't matter. I'm just saying all lives matter." Because you know what? All lives do matter, and have you look at the rates of when police die? Police are dying like crazy. Also, more white people died to cops. Why are you talking about that? Where's the white lives matter? We just take it. He shouldn't have been going for the officer's gun. I mean, what's the problem here? fuck you, Triple H. Jesus
Seriously.
Christ.
Yeah. So, and with that, we get our entrances. It's, time to play the game. Triple H comes out with Ric Flair by his side, and I just have in my notes here that Flair looks like a Republican.
Yeah.
Just with the gray suits and the like slick back white hair. He looks like Mike Pence.
Yeah, he does with longer hair and less of a robot.
Yeah. And Trips is wearing his nice purple trunks for this match.
Yeah, these ugly fucking purple trunks, and not only does they stick out like a sore thumb because like his boots and elbow and knee pads are black.
Yeah.
But like it's purple, but there's like no color combo. It just felt like he forgot to do his boots, and I don't know. It just doesn't look good.
Yeah.
He has no swagger. Swaggerless.
Exactly.
Also, he's coming out first, which was really weird. Like the champion coming out first always bugs me.
Yeah.
It should be the other way around,
King already, he's the fucking worst in this match. Yeah, I remember you telling me that on like in DMs yesterday on Twitter, and like, but God, he is unbearable in this match.
Yeah, King showing that he's from Tennessee by being a fucking racist and by like, whoa, Triple H never got arrested.
He's not some street thug.
I was doing some reading and I noticed something about like the genes of Triple H. They're more evolved. JR. This is the truth, by the way. This is science. Christ. Just... Oh, yeah, also King brings up Johnny Cochran. Like,
my God.
I wanted to teleport to the past in 2003 and just fucking punch him.
I know. That's horrible. Thankfully, JR is woke, and he fights against King.
Yeah, JR, the entire match is like, who cares? It's in the past. He made mistakes. He's trying to make it better. He's a good athlete, and he was a star in WCW. Yeah. By the way, they shit on WCW because, like, because Triple H said, "Oh, WCW is the joke," and then like JR says, "I was from WCW." And I'm no joke. I'm like, what was WCW a joke when you were there? Like, yes. Like, fuck,
that's pretty
JR,
funny.
Fuck you.
Yes.
Fuck this match. I hate this. Like, I legitimately have such minimal notes on this because,
you know what's a shade?
It was hard to get into it.
You know what's the shady thing, though, is honestly, I did try watching a match, and it's actually a pretty good match. It's actually genuinely, like, well done. It's just... between the awful commentary and this, the awful storyline and just the fact that the wrong dude won.
It's lingering in stink. It has a stench that is so awful that you can't watch this match. It's like unwatchable. They don't even talk about this match too.
I know
when they talk about classic WrestleMania matches, they don't talk about this one as much.
Oh, I know. It's awkward.
Like, how do you talk about this match? Because you can't.
Yeah. It's like a WWE Hall of Famer legend Booker T got his ass kicked by a racist dude on the biggest show. What do you say?
Yeah.
Yes.
As he's punching Booker T's head in, he's like going, "There's nothing wrong with being complicit. I think we should just let him lead."
I know. King's just a bootlicker. He talks about Triple H is better because he's rich.
Rich. That's his reasoning.
Okay, notes on the match itself. There's my notes are kind of. I laughed at one point because like when Triple H is at by the audience, like a bunch of little kids are yelling, "You suck, Triple H!"
Those kids know what's up.
Exactly.
There's did you see the "You are a butt" sign?
Yes, I note that. That was my favorite. That sign shows up several times. I love it. It's the best sign.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have very minimal notes written on this.
Yeah,
I don't really have much.
I note that Flair is ringside throughout this match, and he's pretty much serves the purpose that like J&J's security or the Shing brothers served during this era.
Yes. The biggest draw ever, 16-time world champion Ric Flair is a lackey. Fuck you, Triple H.
I know, I hate this.
Nerve.
Yeah, he interferes he first tries to interfere as Booker T's about to hit I think moonsault into Triple H. He kicks him off, but then near the end of the match, he managed to successfully distract Booker T and it cost Booker T the match.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, this match doesn't. This. Oh, fuck. Okay, let's just talk about the ending sequence.
Yeah.
So, Booker T does a 450 leg drop, lands right on Triple H's head. That should be it, right?
Yes.
No.
I didn't mind
Flair,
that first.
No, Flair puts the leg on the rope.
I said I didn't mind that first because it like sells the fact that like it fucked up Booker T too, so it's kind of like this tense struggle to see who's gonna get the pin first. But
Yeah, Flair, who hasn't been ejected from ringside
for some reason,
by the way.
Yeah.
Which is I hate when refs don't realize, hey, no, fuck you, get the fuck out of here. I know all about you.
Yeah.
Get out, go, beat it. But instead we get like, I guess I'll let you stay. And by the way, crowd is not into this match.
Oh, I know, they're just mute,
dying down.
Yeah.
So Triple H, first one up, hits a pedigree, and they say, out of desperation pedigree. It's like, that is the least out of desperation move because of all the setup.
Yep.
And just like, that is not a snappy move. That is not a fast move. That is a move that requires a lot of setup, and it's slow to hit. And that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
It just fucking ends.
Racism wins.
That was like the worst part. Like, wow, you didn't have a fucking decency to have a good ending to the match. You just fucking ended like that.
Oh, I know. It's just like, yeah, like no one's charges in this match. It's like we all know.
And the wrong guy fucking lost.
Yeah.
Or fucking won.
Yeah, then afterwards Flair like slips in and he just like fucking snatches that belt and like Gollum or something and like drags Triple H back out.
Well, it is a WCW championship belt design, so he probably sees it as the...
That's true.
It's probably my precious... Woo!
I guess while we're here, I'll just note, because just like to talk in general, like this entire thing with Triple H from like about 2003 to 2005 was like he specifically mentioned his idea was like to replicate Flair, not just in his mannerisms, but the idea of having a top heel champion. And he'd be a dude who would draw heat because everyone would be excited to see someone try to dethrone him. But the thing was, it just didn't work because, like, for starters, like WWE's never done that. They've always done their traditional, have a big baby face as a top guy. But it's like also just just with Triple H, just like Triple H is not a bad performer, but he just doesn't have that same kind of love to hate charisma that Ric Flair had. And it's just when people saw him on TV, they weren't like, "Oh, I can't wait to see this guy get his ass kicked." They're just like, they don't want to watch this. And it doesn't help that fact that it was just like, this same storyline played out for like years. Like, they'd prop someone up like Booker T or Goldberg or Rob Van Dam or whatever, and Triple H would cut them down and just get no comeuppance.
And it sucked. And this shit went on for what? Until 2005. So Batista, 3 years.
Yeah, it ended when Batista turned on him.
And it's like, that is like, the thing was with Flair, there wasn't a week-to-week TV show about him.
Yeah, that's a great point too.
There wasn't week in, week out. You had Triple H cutting these long ass fucking promos about why he's the best, why he's the strongest, why he's the game, the ass kicker, terrorizing,
exactly.
All this. No, this match is just awful. I fucking hate this match. And Triple H was awful at this time. And this is like...
This is like the nadir of it.
Yeah, this is like the perfect example of why this was horrible. Why this whole thing was horrible. Though, Triple H hitting Goldberg in the ass with the sledgehammer, then pinning him, that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just it's like you become racist as fucking shit and then you have the nerve to win. Fuck you.
I know. And the thing is, I looked at the next pay-per-views to see if Booker T gets a win after, and nope. He loses the next two matches with him.
Just fuck you, Triple H.
The worst.
Just the worst. And it's like
yeah, just it's these entire matches just a long, frustrated sigh.
And yeah, it's like I'm like ring work, good match, but just is on principle, it's horrible.
Precisely. Well, let's move on from that tire fire. First, did you see the WWE shop commercial?
No, I don't think
That just
so.
cracked me up because it was like just so old internet from its interface.
Oh yeah. Actually, I do remember
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Next up, we got. Thankfully, we can wash the sour taste in our mouth with. I realize, let's get away from racism by going to Hulk Hogan.
Well, you see, okay, let's talk about Hulk Hogan and Triple H and how they're very similar people who politic backstage.
Yeah.
Hogan had the fucking decency to not say, "Well, you know something, brother, you're subhuman trash.
Yeah.
My genes are much more superior than yours, brother. The 24-inch chromosomes, brother."
Yeah, I think he did that shit even like when he was a heel.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, even when he was a heel, he didn't go to this territory. But Triple H is like, you know, give me good heat, racism. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in regards, I think Hogan was at least well liked by the fans.
Yeah.
He was over. When he was awesome, he was awesome. Like, he made moments feel like the whole crowd was into him.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Triple H, where he just does things to get cheap heat.
Precisely. It's just like, yeah.
There's no longevity with Triple H.
Yeah.
There's no like when you talk, you're not gonna talk about. We're not gonna be talking about Triple H the same way we're gonna talk about Hogan.
Yeah.
Like, Hogan was the business, where Triple H was not a bit player, but was one of many factors.
Yes.
Going on.
The best way to describe Triple H is he's not the top guy. He's the guy that elevates the top guy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so next up we got probably like, this is honestly like, I'd say the next three matches all have equal claim to being like the main event. They're all huge.
Yeah.
And we got, as they say, 20 years in the making, Hulk Hogan versus Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
And we get,
I don't like Vince matches at Mania, but this one was like,
this one's a lot of fun. we again get a nice big video package, kind of just showing like Hulk and Vince throughout the years. They tie in the real life shit with Hulk testifying about steroids and the steroid scandal that WWE had in the mid-90s.
Yeah. Hey, just the idea that Vince is the heel and Hogan is the face, but Hogan's the one who did the scummy thing of testifying against him to save his own skin.
Yes.
It's like, no, that's a very cunty thing you did, you asshole.
But
where you just threw everyone under the bus just to make yourself feel safe. It's like, oh yeah, you're a bit of a cunt, aren't you?
Hogan. It's called Cunt Hogan for a reason. It is a great. This is like a legit dream match. It's got a great concept. You got Hogan as Vince's ultimate creation that's turned against him. So it's like, creator versus creation.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if you actually think that I was just the right gay at the right, let me say that again so you can understand it, man. If you actually think that I was just the right gay guy at the right time, I think you're starting to believe your own bullshit, Hogan.
My all-time favorite promo botch.
Oh, just what a Freudian slip. If you think I'm the right gay,
and he does it twice too.
Yeah, it's
he tries to collect himself, and he does it anyway.
Yeah.
So we got our entrances of Hulk. The Hulkster comes out first, and it's weird because I thought this period he still had Real America playing, but he's like playing this like weird. It kind of sounds like the NWO theme, but it's not.
Oh, it's a Voodoo Child, or it's a weird, not Voodoo Child, but Voodoo.
They
Child.
don't have the rights to play that on the network, I think. But yeah, it's like the public domain version of it.
Yeah, I think the whole reason is that the NWO theme was like a little portion of a obscure Jimi Hendrix song. Like during the solo of a weird Jimi Hendrix song, it goes and they just use that as the main NWO chorus thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And So to keep that in the spirit, they had Voodoo Child, which is a Hendrix song.
Yeah.
He chops the edge of a mountain. He chops the mountain with the edge of his hand.
Nice.
That's how strong he is. That's the power of the 24-inch python, brother.
Yep. I think this is actually Hulk. This is Hulk's last WrestleMania match.
Yep.
And it's a pretty good one to go out on.
It's fitting.
Yeah, it's fitting style for him. He milks the crowd. He does like that thing he always does, where like he points to his ear. Like, can I hear you?
I can't hear you. I'm old.
He also like grabs the fans like Vince still sucks sign and like rips it apart.
And then he tears it, so that means he disagrees with that sign.
It was weird for like the baby faces here. It's always weird for like baby faces tear signs.
I know.
Seems like
but it should be the he should have found a pro Vince sign and tore it, but whatever.
Yeah. Then
Vince comes out.
No chance. That's what you got. Sorry.
There's something really funny about how buff and jacked Vince
I know. He is just huge. He's like, you look.
I have written down I think Vince juices the same way people drink their morning coffee. Like every morning he has a bit of the juice.
Do you know? You know that one picture on the internet of like that dude who looks like Buff Ego Raptor?
Yeah,
that's what Vince reminds me of.
Yeah, he's like, it's like in a suit. He looks normal, but then like all of a sudden when he has a wrestling match, it's like he's like Seth from Urian from Street Fighter, where he just like flexes and his suit falls off.
Exactly. And he does his signature goofy walk.
Yeah, which I was watching I don't want to admit this, but I was watching a What Culture video. I know.
That's okay.
We all went there.
Yes.
What Culture Anonymous. And Vince was coming out, or no, they were talking about how like Vince likes to fart on people backstage as a laugh.
Oh my god.
And then, like, one time he accidentally shat himself, but he had to go out and do a promo.
I've heard that story.
They said that
story.
So they said like the reason why he does his walk is because he once shat his pants and had to walk like he shat his pants, but turned it into the power walk.
So he does that to hide the fact that he once shit his pants.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
You hide how you shat your. The way to hide the fact that you shit your pants is walk like you shat your pants.
Oh. Thank you, Vince McMahon. I will remember that.
Yep, that's how I'm gonna walk. Actually, Conor McGregor does the best Vince walk. He walks like he's made out of rubber.
He's Gumby.
By the way, the crowd are really into this match. Hogan is over.
Oh, I know. We mentioned that beforehand. Like Hogan, he connects with the crowd. He's able to get people lean from the palm of his hand.
No matter how much he's overstayed his welcome, no matter how many young men he's held down, no matter how the lowest points in WCW that involved Hogan, he's still over.
Yeah, he managed to stay that way for like 4 decades. That's a talent.
Because Hulkamania, brother, it's running wild, brother.
So the match starts. They have a bit of a stare down, and then immediately they just start beating the shit out of each other. Like Hogan, just straight up tries throttling Vince. Yep.
Yeah. He's just choking.
We should know this is a street fight. So
yes.
So it's extra intense
because these two are old. And can't wrestle really anymore.
No, so they gotta be sloppy.
Yes, this is a very sloppy match, but sloppy on purpose.
Exactly. It's a lot of fun. That's right.
Two old people fight.
I know. Yeah,
Vince takes some poor ring crew man's chair. Like he's just sitting there, and like Vince's like, "Get up on the boss." That chair.
That's great.
By the way, those nefarious blue chairs, they look. The reason why I say nefarious because they look so heavy and thick. Mm. Just these big things of metal. Like I can't imagine that they were fun to take chair shots from.
Oh my god, no, yeah, that
It's like I'm kind of glad that the black chairs came in, the thinner, more lighter looking chairs, but still, you're still getting fucking hit in the head with the goddamn chair.
Yeah, that's never gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the one time I saw Hogan try to do a chair shot, and he did the most gentle looking chair shot ever, where he kind of just gently ran it into the dude's forehead.
Yeah, it was like a tap.
Yes,
it was loud, but it was like a tap. And back in the day, when they used chairs to fend off heels, the Hogan would just do the lightless taps with his chairs.
Yeah, they look crappy, but I guess I'd rather the dude be okay.
Yeah, it was I guess that just shows the generational differences between Hogan and people who are active wrestlers who would just fucking wallop you with a chair as hard as they can.
Precisely.
It's like, no, protect the people you're in the ring with.
Yeah. So yeah.
Vince is bleeding at this point. He is just gushing blood.
Oh yeah, dude's just got that crimson mask going. This is the bloodiest match of the night right here.
Yes. Weird that it is the match between two grandpas.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Vince matches, the signature, is that he is always willing to take an insane amount of punishments. Yeah,
those
that's his talents.
Yeah, those chair shots to his back. That's when Hogan actually lets loose and actually hits him with the chair.
Yes. I can just solely imagine folk being reluctant, Vince being like, "Do it, you pussy."
Kick my ass! It's like that. It's like that video of the British guys. Then they're all in the backyard and they're trying to hit each other in the back with chairs. Mm-hmm. You ever seen that video?
I don't think I have. But that sounds amazing.
I'll send it to you after the show.
Bless.
Poor Hugo Savinovich eats a chair, and it is hard.
Yeah.
That poor guy. He's an announcer. Holy shit.
The foreign announcers always get a raw deal here.
Yeah, but that was horrible.
I
can't imagine JR, or maybe King, but I can't imagine that happening to JR or Cole.
I know, yeah. That's just ugh.
Yeah, a low blow, and then Hogan eats a chair. Vince actually hits him.
Oh yeah, Vince hits him hard and just looks brutal looking.
Vince gets out a ladder and then climbs the ladder and does a leg drop from the second rung of the ladder, not top Cole. Don't lie to me. That was a nice looking spot.
There's actually a great bit, as Vince gets on the top of the ladder, he starts taunting Hulk by doing his he does his ear thing. Vince, I should know Vince's Vince always has great expressions, but he's so good here. He just has these over the top supervillain looks every time.
Yeah. After Hogan kicks out of that leg drop because it took so long to get him back in the ring.
Yeah.
Vince gets the lead pipe and then he does that classic shot of him where he's slowly raising up and you see that evil looking villain. I'm evil. Grin.
Should know by this point, Hulk is also bloody as fuck.
Yeah. But Hogan fends off Vince by rocking his cock. That's a low blow. So there's a lot of low blows in this match.
Yeah, it's a street fight. It's justified.
Yeah. But wait, who's that mysterious man? It's
Roddy
Piper.
Making his grand return to WWE.
But whose side is he on? Basically, it was sold Hot Rod would hit anyone who would get up first.
Yeah.
So he hits Hogan, who happens to get up first.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense. They're friends back in the WWE, which is canon.
Yes.
WCW's not canon.
No one wants to remember those. Yeah.
But as Piper's leaving, he says, "Kiss my fucking ass, fuck you all," and he's super audible.
Oh my god!
You can totally hear him say that.
That was amazing.
So there's a bit of lying around, selling.
They're both all fucked up at this point. Hulk's doing that. He's doing this weird switching thing as Vince tries crawling at him.
Mm-hmm. Just selling. I guess he must have saw other guys doing. It's oh, let me try it, and then it's really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
There's a spot where Vince throws out Brian Hebner, who is Earl Hebner's son. So yeah. He has the Hebner gene of fucking up spots. fun fact, Earl Hebner was banned from the WWE because, like a fucking idiot, him and his twin brother sold bootleg merch and were caught.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was dumb. Why would they do that?
Not only are they twins, but Earl Hebner is a person that you see on TV week to week all the time by millions of people. Why would you do that? You're an idiot.
They just went to TNA. God, that actually reminds me, just for a sec, TNA actually has a fucking Earl Hebner t-shirt.
I know.
It's literally like, just like, it says Earl Hebner on front, and then in the back it's like, damn right I did, referencing the screw job, and it's like, no one outside
cares.
Yeah, no one's gonna care. The screw job was 20 years ago. Move on.
Yeah. And I don't think, like, I always said that him and Jeff Jarrett are the two people who are never going to come back to the WWE because they did some shady shit to get him banned. But, like, I guess Jarrett Jarrett is allowed back, but him, no, I don't ever see him coming back.
Yeah, no. So, after Vince throws the ref out, he's got the steel pipe in his hand, but he's kind of just like all dazed, and he looks like, like in a fighting game when like someone's kind of like all dizzy and they're kind of just do that looping of them being like, that's what Vince looks like there.
Yeah, like a Mortal Kombat dazed animation.
Yeah, like right before he gets fatality'd.
Yeah.
Then we get the call back to that backstage segment as the other refs arrive.
Yeah, Sylvain Gagne shows up, but it's stopped by a real ref.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, this 250-pound wrestler is stopped by a small ref.
That ref is a badass.
Gagne gets in, and Vince hits a leg drop on Hogan, but Hogan kicks out, brother.
Yep.
Because no one beats Hogan clean.
Especially with his own signature move.
Mm-hmm. And he hulks up, brother.
Oh, yep, he does the thing. He shakes his head. He does that weird seizure thing.
Brother, I'm feeling Hulkamania, brother. You! As he points to Vince. And Vince, when Hogan hulks up, why would people start punching him? That just makes him stronger.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. And then Hogan runs wild, brother.
Yep.
And beats up Vince and throws out Gagne. And then hits a big brute, brother.
Yeah.
And then does 3 leg drops, brother. And gets to 3 HH.
Yep. Yeah, like, Vince accidentally, like, activated Hulk's God Moji.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Brother.
Yep, and Hulkster wins. Hulkamania lives for another day.
Yay. Now he can go home and say his prayers, take his vitamins, do his... Oh, wait, what was it? Say your prayers.
Take your vitamins. I think
vitamins.
that's it. Say your prayers, take your vitamins.
Hang and bang with... hang and bang with...
Brutus Beefcake.
With Beefcake, brother.
Yeah. Film a sex tape.
Film a sex tape, brother.
Sue Cocker, brother. All that stuff.
Trust the mouth of the South, and then get trolled by the mouth of the South, brother. Feud with Ric Flair, brother.
brother.
Grossly exaggerate how much Andre the Giant weighed, brother. Get caught talking about how you don't want your daughter dating black people, brother. Brother. Make no attempts to make amends with anyone you've wronged in the past, brother.
Retroactively claim that you totally made up after they conveniently are too dead to disagree, brother.
Ignore Iron Sheik wanting to kill you, brother. Hulk Hogan.
We could go on. But yep.
Do you think...
I'll start you first.
Do you think Hulk Hogan is going to ever come back to the WWE? Because they have been talking to him, or rumors have been coming up.
I think they're getting ready. I honestly won't be surprised if he made a surprise return at Mania 34 for like a big pop or whatever. It's like that's Hogan and WWE's relationship in a nutshell. They always have these on and off periods where Hogan does something stupid or whatever. They denounce him for a few years, but then they let him back in because he's family.
Yeah. And then Hogan comes back and says, "I love chocolate, brother. Believe me." And he takes a big bite out of the Snickers bar. I just didn't have my Snickers, brother.
Diversity, brother.
Diversity, brother. He puts he gets some milk and it's like, you see, brother, the milk is me and the chocolate is everyone else. The chocolate is always on the bottom and the milk is on top because Hogan never loses, brother. Equality in jobbing, brother.
Sorry. Oh my God.
So yeah, this match was a Garbo hardcore match, but it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
The crowd being really into it helped.
Yeah.
And it was a bit long, but it was alright.
Yeah, no, it was a well done, like, I guess, spectacle match, I guess I'd say. You know, like, you're not watching this for work, right? You're watching this, you know, just to see two big name old dudes kill each other.
Yeah, big buff old men fight.
Yeah. I'll talk. Video package just establishes, you know, Austin and Rock have a long history. Austin's being Rock twice at WrestleMania. Austin, but Rock is ready. Rock is ready this time. We should note, behind the scenes stuff, first off, this is Stone Cold's last match ever.
Yes.
This is pretty much his retirement match, even though they didn't really, like, bill it as that.
But it is noted on his vest, it says...
One last match.
OMO.
Oh, yeah.
One more round.
And, like, the backstory for it was pretty much, you know, Austin has had neck issues for years at this point, and it's just kind of finally caught up to him. He apparently, like, it was in doubt that he was going to even be able to wrestle, like, the night before. He had, like, I forgot what it was. He either, like, almost had a heart attack or something like that kept him hospitalized. But
yeah, his health was not good.
No, it was not. But yeah, against doctor's orders, you know, he went to Mania just to have this final match. That would not fly now.
Yes. It was basically this is an end of an era match.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how you do it.
No, yeah, this is a great match. It's bittersweet, but yeah, like I'm glad Austin got to have a good send off.
Mm-hmm.
First off, Rock comes out. He has kind of his like. I always like this version of this theme. It's just like has very cool sounding, got a bit more intense, and you get like the Hollywood helicopters and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
he comes out to a mixed reaction. Like people are cheering him because it's The Rock, but he's still a heel. So it's like, oh, we don't know.
We don't know what to think. And yeah, he just he's pumped as fuck. Looks ready.
Mm-hmm.
Comes down.
But Austin gets a fucking hero's welcome.
Oh, I know. People miss. Keep in mind, Austin hasn't wrestled a match since like early 2002. Like he's been gone for a long time.
Yes, so, he has been on and off, very aloof.
And it's just but he made up with WWE. He's back for one more round, and it's pretty emotional. Like you can just see it on Austin's face. He knows this is the last time. Yeah. So he does his thing one more time where he goes up to the ring and does the the middle finger. Thousands. It's nice.
I love this entrance. I love the shot of him walking, like the shot of him from behind as he's walking down the ramp.
Yes.
It looks. Oh,
great. I know that's an iconic shot. I see that like a lot when people talk about Austin.
Mm-hmm. His bulletproof. I love his bulletproof. The bulletproof on the back of his vest. I love just everything about it. How it's night too. So
I kind of always like Manias that kind of like at least show daylight because I think there's something cool about like starting on bright as sunny and as like the matches get more important and intense, it becomes nighttime. There's like a cool effect.
Get ready for WrestleMania 24.
Oh yeah, 24 does that to like great effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a shitload of what signs in the crowd here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that. In the meantime, he started his what?
Yeah.
What?
I wonder if Austin still gets nightmares about causing that.
Yeah, because that shit never went away. It's still apparent.
No, it's a plague. It's probably not gonna go away for forever at this point.
It's a death sentence to one thing's for certain is that one thing I like, even though it's Smart Central, I like Full Sail, the NXT crowd, because they don't do that shit.
Yeah, bless them.
Because I'm pretty sure like they would kill whoever even attempted what?
So yeah, the match starts. First off, like Rock and Austin have a long stare down. They are just like, they milk that shit.
Yes, this is the ultimate rivalry.
Yes,
You
it's
know?
one of the great wrestling rivalries, and just coming to its conclusion. Like I guess that's kind of like it is. It's like one of those matches where just everything about it screams, "This is important. This is huge." And then finally, Rock and Austin start brawling each other.
Mm-hmm. Just punch kick, which that's their whole thing is they're punch kickers.
Yeah, it's kind of like Austin actually used to be a real. If you ever see any of like his pre-97 matches, he used to be a really technical wrestler. But then
ring general.
but then Owen broke his neck, and that forced him to change his style.
Yeah, to a more brawl approach.
Yeah.
Which it adds to the character of Stone Cold being a guy who just beats you up with his fists and kicks.
Yeah.
I think it would deter from him being a badass if he did like holds.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, I mean, obviously it'd be better if that never happened, but it kind of worked for Austin.
Yeah.
So they beat each other. They go right into the crowd with Austin just like slamming Rock into the barricade, doing some brutal looking chops.
Austin just beats the piss out of Rock for most of this match. You know?
Oh, I know, it's great. I love it. Like it has this whole like heated blood feud vibe to it.
Yeah. I still have we're still not at the part yet, so keep going.
I just have notes here that Austin just keeps on chopping Rock and just he pretty much drags him through the entire arena.
Yeah.
He then lifts him right into the crowd and does like hits him on the barricade. Hits him over the announce table, scaring the shit out of Colin's ass.
Mm-hmm. Spooked.
I have to know here that Cole has he still has like that steampunk vest on. Yeah. They go back into the ring, and Austin has Rock in a submission hold against the ropes. He's arguing with Hebner. Oh, actually, yeah, we're getting to the sharpshooter part now.
Yeah. Oh, but nice callback to Austin Hart.
Yes, that famous
putting
shot.
him in the sharpshooter.
Yes. And of course,
just
Austin doesn't give up.
And it's a great visual of Austin screaming in pain, like, "Oh shit, not this again!"
Oh, I know. It's kind of like a perfect bookend because that was pretty much the match that made Stone Cold Steve Austin, and it's called back to his very last match.
Yeah. Rock works the knee, and then he slaps Earl for a no DQ. Like, he just slaps him. He just smacks him.
You don't know the Rock.
I mean, I would have done the same thing, but still, you don't do that in a DQ match.
Yeah. I guess it's just to show how much of an ego Rock has. Like, I'm the Rock. I'm a big Hollywood star. You don't tell me what to do. Yeah. So I think it works. But Austin manages to reach the rope and break out the hold. So Rock gets butthurt.
Rock goes and gets Austin's vest and puts it on to get heat.
Oh, that was perfect. I love that. Was like a great taunt.
And that pisses off Austin so bad that he just starts walloping him with punches, and then does a Lou Thez press and does a long ass punch session.
I actually remember. I don't know if you ever watched them. I totally recommend you do. But Austin did commentary tracks for several of his matches. And for one, he did with his match with Kurt Angle at Unforgiven 2001. He knows at the start of the match, Angle attacks him as he's getting to the ring and he's still wearing his vest. And he notes he has to quickly and carefully put the vest to the side because those vests cost thousands of dollars to make. So he's super duper careful with them. Yeah. So he probably was be fucking careful, Rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just wails on Rock here.
Yeah, does all his spots like the standing elbow drop and the stomp in a mud hole and walking a dry king. My God!
Oh yeah, he does the flip. It's awesome. It's like a greatest hits of all of Austin's moves. Just right there.
Yeah, but then Rock gets his and hits a nice clothesline and gets a beautiful kip up. He makes that shit look fluid. He looks like a Warframe character. But Austin hits a rock bottom on Rock.
Oh, the irony.
And then Rock flips up Austin and hits a stunner. Crowd just loses.
Oh, I know that was awesome. I love that. I'm always a sucker for wrestlers using insurance finishers.
Yeah, it's awesome, especially these two.
Mm-hmm. It's not
like when Cena
at this
and Orton
point, both of them are just broken, laying on the ground. It's all very desperate.
Yeah. It's not like when Cena and Orton do that shit, and it's like, shut up, go away. Yeah, Rock clobbers Austin, but Austin hits a mean stunner, but Rock kicks out.
Yep.
And the crowd, man, the crowd is just so into this fucking match.
Oh, I know. It's just like, I mean, this is already a great match, but just like, again, as we always say, a great crowd can elevate a wrestling match, and they make it. They are so into this.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Rock hits people's elbow, but misses.
Yep.
So he hit, but so Rock hits a spine buster, tries again, but Austin kicks out once more. So then Rock's like, "Fuck, what am I gonna do?" So then Rock bottom, and Austin still kicks out. He will not die.
I know. It's just. Austin does the stunner onto Rock. Like, I think this is the very last time Rock ever sells a stunner. He he does it great. He like literally just like bounces super high off. So,
yeah. Rock hits a second rock bottom, and Austin still kicks out.
Yep.
Then Rock is like, "All right, it's time to put down Old Yeller." And first he gets the setup, and he pauses, milks it for a second, and then he hits the final rock bottom for the 3.
Yep. And with that, the legend's done.
Mm-hmm. What a match!
I know, that was just that. I was just sucked into it the whole time. Just like it had everything, you know. Both dudes displayed great athleticism. It had a great story to it. It just like, you know, the finality of it gives it, you know, that much more intensity and poignancy. Like it just you know, I can gush about it. Just great match, great caper to a trilogy. And with it, you can just say this is kind of the real goodbye to the Attitude Era, because, you know, this is it. You know?
Yes, the 2 biggest reasons why people watched in the mid to late 90s and early 2000s. These 2 are probably like the biggest stars of WWE's ever created in terms of like mainstream media and just being pop culture icons. Like, who doesn't know The Rock and Steve Austin?
Exactly.
Like, when people talk about Hogan, there's a little bit of corniness that follows him, but like there is no corniness when you talk about Austin and Rock.
Yeah, the heart and soul of the Attitude Era, and you know, then ended here.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we see Austin stand, and then he gets a hero's goodbye.
Oh yeah,
and then he leaves.
Yeah, that was nice. I'm glad they let him do that.
Never to be seen again until he becomes Sheriff Austin.
Yeah,
where Linda McMahon had the bright idea of selling a good portion of the company to a drunk redneck.
Yeah, Austin would like, this is Austin's last match, but yeah, he'd pretty much be in like mainstream for like several years, being a guest ref and so on.
Yeah, he was still around. He was just like he just made like short appearances. Same with The Rock, like the whole pie eating contest and helping out Eugene.
Yes, yeah. Rock would have like a couple more matches after this, but this is
This is his last year too.
Yeah, his last year is kind of a full timer.
Actually, no. His last I think he was at Mania.
He was at Mania 20, but like he pretty much only had, that was his only match in 2004, and that was his last one for several years.
Yep.
So yeah, again, great emotional match. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Rock. Now it's time to move on to the main event.
You deserve it.
Clap, clap, clap.
As I go, oh fuck.
Yeah. We get that great lasting image of Austin like flipping the birds one more time while the WrestleMania sign glows over him. It's a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And now we at our main event: Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle
for the WWE World Championship.
This was another match with a lot of drama behind the scenes and after it. Kurt Angle's neck, like Austin's, was fucked up and he needed surgery for it. And like to the point that they were considering replacing him with Chris Benoit for the main event. But
which would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome, yes. But then, you know, obviously Angle wants that Mania payday, so he powered through it. Again, another thing that wouldn't fly today.
Yes. What do these guys think they are? Daniel Bryan? Oh, can we come on?
And yeah, of course, we get, of course, a big video package for it. Brock and Angle have pretty much been the feud on SmackDown for the last several months.
Yeah, really putting over Lesnar by having Angle like avoid any confrontation between the two. You know?
Yeah, there's
Just like, oh, you got to do the SmackDown Royal Rumble. You gotta go through a gauntlet match. You gotta fight me. No, it's my brother. Haha, I trolled you.
man. It also like it shows just how hot Brock was with like WWE because like this is his first Mania and he's already main eventing it.
Yeah, main eventing, but he, unlike Roman Reigns, is over with the fans.
I know. This 2003 is an interesting year because it's like it's the only year in WWE history where Brock Lesnar was like a traditional full-time wrestler.
Full-time wrestler, SmackDown was on top, and like no more of the old, and the old guard was regulated to the B show.
Yes, exactly.
And a more emphasis on ring ability and ring, like,
yeah.
You know how what I said about Michaels versus HBK Michaels versus Jericho.
Yes.
This is like storytelling through wrestling ability.
Mm. It's like it's both. Yeah, exactly. It's a great balance because it's a super like you got two great technical wrestlers, but they're also able to convey a lot of drama intensity through it. So it's not just like they're good at wrestling. They have legit characters and motivations and stuff. It's like the best of both worlds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Perfect. Mwah. This one makes it look like a sport, whereas everything else made it look like a performance.
Yeah, it's like you watch Raw if you like the soap opera aspects, and you watch SmackDown if you like the work rate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and like I also really like the flashbacks to like Brock and Angle when they were younger and showing them training and stuff. It makes it look like a legit fight, like when like boxing matches when they show the guys training and shit. Yeah.
Angle lost 27 pounds training, Cole. I mean, can you believe it? He lost 43 pounds.
Excuse me.
Just
And of course, Kurt Angle comes out first.
Fucking hell, yes. He's the champion.
I know, and he gets the hero's welcome. He gets the you sucks.
Mm-hmm. More like a villain's welcome.
Yeah, that's more accurate. I was being ironic with hero's welcome, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, here comes the pain.
Yep.
Dum 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 dum.
Yep.
BJ Blazkowicz over here. Brock Lesnar.
Both Brock and Kurt have had the same themes for like their entire wrestling careers, and it's like they're perfect. You don't need to change them.
Yeah, even though Brock's themes sounds like the wild new metal, rap metal thing of the early 2000s that has aged horribly, but for some reason it still works with him.
It's weird seeing Brock like wearing like the traditional wrestling trunks instead of like the MMA shorts he wears now. I'm saying it's weird seeing Brock wear like he's like wearing traditional wrestling trunks here instead of like the MMA shorts he wears now.
Yeah, he's more skinny.
Yeah,
though.
He's smaller.
I mean, not skinnier. He's more thinner. He's more leaner, and he looks taller because of that. Now he's like more wide.
Yeah, like when he and Kurt have their like stare off on the ring, and he just towers over him.
Yeah. Well, Kurt is not the tallest guy.
Not true.
But still. Yeah, this match starts off with some awesome mat wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Is it from the New Japan matches I have seen, they all start with like display of mat wrestling, and then it kicks into like second gear, then it kicks into the highest gear.
Yeah,
it follows a very similar formula. It's like they should always do it.
Yeah, it works. It's like you got the scale of intensity as it grows and grows.
Yeah. Lesnar's ribs are taped because apparently Kurt Angle took Hacksaw Jim Duggan's 2x4 and just clattered him with it.
Oh my god.
So that's what Angle's focusing on.
That's his weak point here.
Nice power slam from Lesnar.
That looks
beautiful.
He does good power slams.
And then a beautiful German from Angle to Lesnar, and Lesnar leaps like a madman. Just gets so much elevation. He just like makes it look like a German superplex. The Uberplex.
There's one crowd in the sign that says, "I love you, Kurt. You don't suck." This one fan.
And Lesnar no-sells that, and he gets up and the crowd react to how he no-sells it. Like, everyone goes, whoa, whoa! And then Kurt says, well, fuck, I'll just German you into the fucking turnbuckle. Yeah. Like, his shoulders lands right on the turnbuckle. Looks nasty.
It totally does. There's just a lot. This is like a painful looking match to watch, and that's not even getting to, the ending.
Oh yeah, like Lesnar fucking is put into a this weird looking chokehold, and he turns like fucking pink.
Oh, I know. It's like it's pretty much the the meme that like Brock like looks pink after like 5 minutes in a match, but it's like it's totally understandable though. This is like very intense.
This is Samoa Joe shade of pink when he got choked out by Samoa Joe last year.
Yeah,
and he turned like that bright shade of pink.
I remember. He was like his face was like purple at the end of his match with AJ Styles.
Yeah.
They keep on wrestling. Brock like rams Kurt into like the I blanked out the post. I'm so sorry, turnbuckles. I don't know what's wrong with me.
There's this weird spot where Angle hoofs out Lesnar only to go out and get him.
Yeah.
He's like, get out of here. Now get back in here. It's like, what was that all about? Angle Lesnar punch kick. Nice corner shoulders. And a nice belly-to-belly from Brock to Angle.
Yeah.
And then Brock hits his Drei Freund, which is German for 3 friends.
That works.
So Suplex City, bitch! So finisher teasers. So like Angle teases Angle slam and just says fuck it, and then gets into an ankle lock.
Yeah.
Lesnar gets his hand on the bottom rope at one point, but then is pulled back. That's bullshit. He should be forced to break it.
Yeah.
The rules, Josh.
I wanted to roll my R's, but I can't do that.
The rules.
Bless you.
Rules.
Yeah, I like how they always sell the ankle lock as like just this super powerful submission hold. It's like if Angle's able to get you that, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So that's a big part of the match.
He should have always like destroyed someone's ankle though. Like just been like find a jobber and just like he's never gonna watch again. Corner shoulders to the back, and but Angle's facing the turnbuckles, and so his spine is getting shouldered. But then, oh man, this German is awesome. Like Angle hits a German, and then Brock Lesnar does a flip in midair.
Oh, that I saw that was super cool. That was just it's weird but really cool to see just how much faster and like spry Brock was back then. He could just do all these crazy flips and maneuvers and stuff. It's nice to watch. It's refreshing.
He sacrifices agility for power. He's going for a more strength build now.
Yeah.
Angle slam. Lesnar kicks out. F5, but Angle kicks out. So this is finisher kick out. But I think finisher kickouts are okay at Mania because it's Mania.
Yeah, it makes things more epic, and it's justified here because Kurt and Brock are pretty much equal opponents that both badly want to win this. That makes sense.
That just shows like you want to win and you don't want to give up. That's like it's not no selling. It's not no selling. It's like no, I don't want to be put down.
You're pushing yourself to the limit here.
Yeah. So it's fine in at Mania, but if it's like month to month, then it's problematic.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, the "your butt" sign is held up for the entirety of this match.
I wonder who that's aimed to, or is it just like the
it's general
circle, the hand circle gesture that if you look at it that
you are the butt. That's exactly what it is.
You are the butt. Someone should have that at Mania, just like a giant sign that's the circle.
Oh my god, I can totally see someone doing that.
Ankle locks with the leg lock. So Ankle puts in the ankle lock with the leg lock addition. That's when he like makes himself into an anchor, so you can't crawl to the ropes. But babyface Lesnar is able to power through and get the rope break.
Yep.
A very tense small package. This is like the tensest small package I've ever seen. Like it looks like pure desperation. It's great.
Yes.
Uh, Rutro. It's oh no F5. Then Rutro. It's time, Josh.
The shooting star press. This it's like
The shooting star
the
press.
shitty thing is that this moment just kind of taints the entire match because it's literally the only thing I ever see anyone talk about for good reason. But it's like, that's pretty much defines this match, unfortunately. To sum it up, Brock does the shooting star press, which is a very high-flying, crazy move. Apparently, it was a signature of Brock's back in his training days. OVW, thank you. And so it's kind of like it was supposed to be a big deal that he was bringing out again. And obviously, he's gonna do it on the biggest show, but he fucks it up. He falls right on his head, hard.
Because Angle's on the other side of the ring. He's not in the middle of the ring, nor is he close to the corner. He's on the other side of the ring. So it's dude.
And
how are you supposed to get in? How are you supposed to get there?
Yeah, it's so awful to watch, and you kind of just see Angle just he doesn't know what to do for a moment, so he kind of has to lead through the match because Brock. It's there's a possibility that Brock dies in the ring because it's just. Apparently, literally the only thing that saved Brock was the fact that his neck was super thick.
Yeah, thank God he was so buff that he was able to cushion all of it.
Exactly. Too buff to die.
Yes.
So, at this point, Brock's, probably doesn't know where he is at this point, so Kurt kind of has to lead the match.
And, But the F5 is pure instinct. It doesn't do the full route to his brain. He just does that how you tap someone on the knee how you tap someone on the knee and it
exactly.
kicks.
Yes.
The F5 is the same way. And a third F5, and by the rules of wrestling, a third finisher, it's a killing blow, and Lesnar wins.
Woo!
Oh my God! What a fucking
it is a great.
Dude.
I mean. The infamous Botchicide it's a great match. It's two of the best two of the best dudes at the time period just going all out. It's kind of cool. It's cool to me that even though you have kind of these bigger name dudes like Rock and Stone Cold and McMahon and Hogan, it's the two work rate guys are the ones that get to close the show, and they earn it. They show they can do that. They can have that epic main event.
And the next time, and it's weird because the next time SmackDown does close out a Mania is Taker and Edge, which is our next episode.
And that's fitting. That's a fitting segue.
So, Josh, what did you think about Mania 19?
Excellent show overall. Bullshit with Booker T and Triple H aside. This was just top to bottom great show. Excuse me. You had a great variety of matches. You had the big, fancy technical matches. You had the, gory spectacle. You had this is also probably, in my opinion, maybe the most stacked WWE has been rosterized up until now because they pretty much have almost every single big name in wrestling at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is such a solid Mania match. It's every Mania after this has a lot of non-memorable, whatever mid-card matches. This one was through beginning to end, it was solid, rock solid.
Yeah, I was entertained throughout. It's even the best you're right. Even the best Manias can have some crappy matches, but no, it's from the there's not a single. Even the Booker T and Triple H match is only bad because of the storyline and the finish, because they do a solid job otherwise. So
it's just all around good match.
All around good match. Everyone did great. It's exactly why I want Mania, where it's just you have this good variety of different matches. You have everyone can gets a nice big moment, so on and so forth. It feels huge. That's the thing. It's a great contrast from 2000 from last week, where it's just that kind of just felt like any other show.
Felt like an episode of Raw.
Precisely. Here, no, this feels like WrestleMania. This feels like the shows.
The show of shows.
Yes.
So. Overall, good stuff.
Yep, good stuff.
Watch this Mania.
Exactly. Yes, right. This is one of the rare cases where I'm just watch the entire show. Yeah. Next week we're gonna be on our last stop to our road to WrestleMania. We're gonna be doing Mania 24.
10 years. Let's go 10 years in the past to WrestleMania 24, baby, Florida.
Ooh.
So I've been Megos.
And I'm Josh, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, jobbers.
Bye, Marks.